Okay, students, are you able to see the PPT?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So already in last class we discussed the input resistance, and before that we already discussed about the current gain, right? So these are the AC parameters. These are called as the AC parameters of an amplifier. Now we will see the voltage gain. So this voltage gain is this AV is the voltage gain. This is a ratio of output voltage to input voltage. Okay. So here if we see this diagram, here this output voltage is this V2, right? And input voltage is this V1, right? We are talking about internal parameters right now, right? We are not talking about the voltage across RL. Across RL it is also same basically. V2 is at the terminals 2 and 2 dash, right, which is also across the RL. And here for the internal for the input voltage, here the voltage source, this is Vs. We will not consider this Vs, right, because we are standing here at the terminal 1 and 1 dash. From here we are looking inside. So this voltage, this is the internal parameter. So it is V2 by V1. It is V2 by V1, right? Now already you see here this V2. Uh, V2 you can write it as IL RL, right? And if you write in terms of I2, then we know I2 and IL both are same but with opposite direction. So here you can write it as I2 RL, this. So in place of V2 we can write minus I2 RL. Already we have used this expression earlier also. Uh, Recall here while calculating the current gain, V2 is equal to minus ILRL is equal to minus I2RL. So we will take this value of V2. So since V2 is equal to minus I2 RL. Therefore, now this expression, voltage gain expression AV, will become minus I2 RL by V1. right? Now, already we know this also, since AI is equal to minus I2 by I1. You can see here, already we use this expression here. Current gain AI is IL by I1, whereas IL is equal to minus I2. That's why this expression 3, AI is equal to minus I2 by I1. So we will take this expression. This we got from 3, from equation number 3, right? So therefore minus I2, or you can write the I2 simply, or I2 is equal to minus AI I1, right? So we can replace this value of I2 in this expression. Therefore, voltage gain will be equal to, in place of I2 we will write minus I1. So it will, minus sign will be cancelled out. So it will be current gain AI I1 RL by V1. Okay. Now, what is the input resistance? Ri. Already we have done this. You can see here. Input resistance, this Ri. We are looking here. So it will be the expression of, in terms of V1 and I1, right? In terms of V1 and I1. This one, Ri. Here you see, this Ri is equal to V1 by I1, right? So we will use this. Okay, here we shall use this small, right? Small alphabets. So this is I2. We use this small. This is I2. I2 by I1. I1. Right. We will use this. Right. So Ri, internal resistance, is V1 by I1. So here you see we have written I1 by V1. right? I1 by B1. So this 1 by Ri will be I1 by V1. So here we have written this I1 by V1. This we will replace by 1 by Ri, right? So now voltage gain will become equal to current gain multiplied by RL divided by Ri, right? You can see here this AI and RL, right? I1 by V1 will be 1 by Ri. So I1 by V1 I have replaced with 1 by Ri. Today also class is going on. Yeah. You studied it? Science paper. Okay. Tomorrow is holiday. Huh? Day after tomorrow. Monday you come. Huh? Because I have for this class, another class is there. Okay. Okay. So AV is equal to this. Right? Right? So how we got this? Since Ri is equal to V1 by I1, right? Due to this, we got this expression now. Okay, so this expression I name it as seventh. This expression is seventh, right? So see, now you got the expression of voltage gain, right? So see the sequence in which we calculated these parameters. If you follow the same sequence, then you will already you have calculated the value of current gain AI. Already we have calculated the value of input impedance, input resistance Ri. Simply by using those values in this expression, simply by using those values in this expression and taking the value of load resistor RL, we can find out the voltage gain, right? So if you follow that sequence, first you calculate current gain, then you calculate input resistance, then if you calculate the voltage gain, then you can use these values in voltage gain calculation directly, right? Otherwise, if you have not calculated AI and RI, then also we can do this. Now I will extend this expression by considering the values of AI and RI, right? So already we know that. Already we know that AI, current gain, is equal to, see here, already we calculated the current gain, this equation 5 minus minus HF by 1 plus HORL minus HF by 1 plus HORL, right? This we know from equation 5, and we know the value of Ri also. Yesterday we calculated that Ri, right? So what is that value? Ri is equal to Hi minus HF Y admittance YL plus HO, right? So this we can write here Ri is Hi minus HR HF H naught plus 1 by RL, right? In terms of resistance, I have written this 1 by RL, or you can write 1 by this impedance also, right? So this we got from which equation? From 6. In 6, in place of YL, we have simply written there 1 by RL. So this we got from 6. Now these values we will put in this 7th equation, right? Therefore, by putting values of AI and Ri in equation 7. In equation 7. So we will get voltage gain is equal to AI is this minus HF by 1 plus H naught RL. This is the value of AI here, and you multiply it by RL. Divide by RI. RI is this value, right? So you will write here this HI minus HR HF by H naught plus 1 by RL. Right? So now this voltage gain, numerator will keep the numerator as it is, minus HF by 1 plus H naught RL. We keep numerator as it is, and now we will solve the denominator portion. So we will get HI minus, see here, first we will solve this HO plus 1 by RL, right? So first we will solve this. So this will be HORL plus 1 by RL. So HORL plus 1, right? and it is divided by RL. So I will bring RL here, right? And here you have, here in this numerator, this HF you are having there. So RL will be multiplied with that. HR HF. This we get. Right, this. Now again we will further solve this denominator. So numerator, we are not touching and doing anything in the numerator right now. So we keep as it is, 1 plus H naught RL divide by. Now again denominator we will solve again. So it will be H naught RL plus 1 H naught RL plus 1. So it will be HI, and we multiply this with H naught RL. H naught RL plus HI minus HR HF RL. Okay, this, right? Now we further solve this. So here this, and see the numerator, minus HF divided by 1 plus H naught RL multiplied by RL. So RL will be multiplied by minus HF. So I write here minus HF RL divided by 1 plus H naught RL. Right? This is my numerator and denominator. In the denominator, this H naught RL plus 1, this I will bring in the numerator. So this will be H naught RL plus 1 divided by, now this term HI H naught RL plus HI, in this again I will somewhat simplify it. So HI plus, I will take the common RL. I will take RL common, right? And so here it will be HI H naught minus HR HF. Right? These terms we will go to here. Okay. Now you see this numerator H naught RL plus 1, and in the denominator also we are having H naught RL plus 1. So these will be cancel out, right? These will be cancel out. Okay. So what is remaining here now? Minus HF RL divide by HI. Now this HI H naught minus HR HF. This,
delta H, sir.
yes, this I will keep it as delta H and RL. Oh, you have done all these derivations?
No, I did, sir.
Now only, I thought in some other subject you have done. No, in another subject you studied about H parameter, no?
Yes, sir, LCA.
So in that these derivations are done.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So this you can consider it. This also you can write, right? This. So this equation, this number I will give 5, 7, 8. This is 8. This is 8, right? So here this this delta H is equal to HI H naught, right, minus HR HF. Now you see, suppose in some time you want to calculate only voltage gain, right? Suppose you want to calculate only voltage gain, and H parameters are given. HF is given, HI, H naught, HR are given. So if you are using this equation number 8, then there is no need of calculation of current gain or input resistance, right? Directly use the H parameters and the value of RL. Immediately you can see in your circuit what is the value of RL. You can calculate this. Okay. Otherwise, if you have already calculated current gain, if you have already calculated the input resistance, then directly you can use the expression number 7. This also you can use and you can find out the answer. Okay. And there is no need to by heart these formulas, right? Because see how much time you require to calculate this AV, voltage gain. You know this AV is equal to V2 by V1. V2 is this. In examination hall also you can solve this, right? You can solve this and at least this you can calculate up to expression number 7, right? So if you are able to by heart the final equation, then it is okay. Otherwise you can solve it by yourself also, right? You can solve it by yourself also. Okay. Now we will see fourth parameter, that is output resistance. Right. Now for the output resistance, you see here when we calculated the input resistance, right? So see, at the time of calculation of the input resistance, we were standing here, right? We were standing here, and we were looking inside the circuit. Okay. So there is one voltage source, HR V2. What type of voltage source is this? Dependent, independent?
Dependence.
Dependence.
Yes, dependent voltage source is there, right? So generally, if you recall in Thevenin theorem, if you use the Thevenin theorem, then you don't replace the dependent sources, right? You keep it as it is. But if you are having any independent voltage source, then what you do? You replace that by a short circuit. Okay, if you are using Thevenin theorem. So when see there is one independent voltage source here, and that is Vs, right? But that Vs is behind this point. When you are calculating the internal resistance, then that Vs is beyond you. It is not coming in line. That's why we are not considering that at all. But if you calculate the output resistance, so from where you will calculate the output resistance? Here, this. At this point you will stand, right? At this point you will stand, and from here you will calculate the output resistance. So now if you will look inside, then you will find the independent voltage source is there, right? So when you calculate the output resistance at that time, you replace the internal voltage source replace this independent voltage source by a short circuit, right? So then you find out. So now what we will do, we will draw the same figure, but only thing is we will short the voltage source, right? So we will make our voltage source is equal to 0, and remaining thing will remain unchanged. So here this is RS, and this is terminal 1 dash, this is voltage source H R V2. Yes, here we forget to connect the resistor, and this is HR, right? And here we have current I1, okay? And this side we have dependent current source, and this we represent HF I1, and here the resistance we denote it H0, right? And here we have terminal 2 dash, right? So here we have plus minus V2, and this is your I2. Okay. So this figure is equivalent circuit for calculating output resistance. Output resistance. Right, this figure. We will use this figure. So output resistance we will calculate here at this terminal R0, right? So output resistance is R0. Here we write this is R0. So R0 will be equal to, yes, R naught will be equal to V2 by I2. Okay. Now here but the value of V2, no, this I2, value of I2, we will bring in that term. If you remember the basic expression of the H parameter, two expressions I wrote, right? Or from this figure also you can see this I2 in this figure. One current is coming here and another current is coming this side, right? So it is HF I1 plus H naught V2. Right, this is I2. You can see that expression. I think initially we wrote one expression. This expression number 2. See the expression number 2. I2 is equal to HF I1 plus H naught V2. Same we have used here. This you will get from this figure itself. I2. This current is divided in. You are applying Kirchhoff's current law, right? So it is H naught into V2 and HF into I1, right? So this we will put in above equation, right? So with this, what will happen? R naught will be, therefore, not R output. R naught will be V2 divided by HF I1 plus H naught V2, right? We got this. This expression we give the number as 9. We give the number as 9. Now you see in this expression V2 by HF I1 plus H naught V2, right? Now here, if anyhow I eliminate this I1, then our purpose can be solved, right? If we eliminate this I1, then our purpose can be solved, right? So now you do one thing, apply Kirchhoff's voltage law in input loop, right? Apply Kirchhoff's voltage law here in this input loop. You apply Kirchhoff's voltage law here, right? So we will get HR V2 plus I1 HR plus I1 RS is equal to 0, right? So we will write there HR V2 plus I1 H I plus I1 RS is equal to 0. We find out the expression in terms of I1. So I1 HI plus RS is equal to minus HR V2 and I1 is equal to minus HR V2 by HI plus RS, right? So this expression, I use this expression, this is 10. Okay. So this expression of I1 I will put there, right? And finally I will find out the value of R0, right? So from here we will continue in the next class. Okay. Tomorrow is holiday. You know this?
No, sir. No, sir. Meher Kiran.